Jai Jagannath, guys.
We come here to see Jaga on the chariot. Jaga comes to see his devotee. जगन्नाथ इज द एपिसेंटर ऑफ सनातन. हमारे ओडिशा का कोई स्टेट फ्लैग नहीं है. ओडिशा में भगवान जगन्नाथ ही हमारे राजा हैं. We should never forget our roots, our words, our language.
All of us are going to Puri today to unfurl a few concepts about our Kaliya Dhana.
अमन, ऐसा क्यों किया आपने?
Mamata Didi, we're watching you.
He's the most lovable, adorable God. 7 handis are one over the other. This is a wrong fact.
Odias, call it Khaja. Will you agree or will you disagree?
Not kha, go. Goja.
What is the significance of this place?
ना जगन्नाथ जी के नाम पे है, ना बलभद्र जी के नाम पे है. The actual name of the temple.
There were two priests who took me to a place. He started shouting that आप ऐसे बिना दिए मत जाइए. I ended up paying fees.
ऐसा होता है यहाँ पे.
Hey guys, welcome. I've been missing for a while, but we are on a journey, right? Let me introduce you to my team. This is Ashish. Say hi to the camera. This is Ashish. He's a huge part of ORM team. This is our guest for the day, Awan. This is my brother. Do you see the resemblance? Okay. Simran, say hi to our camera. Simran, she is the spy that we never talk about. Yes, I do want some coffee or not. This is Ori, guys. And all of us are going to Puri today to unfurl a few concepts about our Kaliya Dhana. And obviously, we have a subject matter expert with us, right? So, let's jump right in. Hey guys, we are here just starting our journey. You can see it, Puri. So, Awan, as our subject matter expert, obviously, do you have something to start our journey with? Any trivia of this place? Anything at all?
See, we are traveling to Puri, but there is a very significant place. We can see clearly this is in Kakatpur, 42 kilometers from here. Kakatpur plays a very, very important role in Jagannath culture because during Nav Kalevar, Nav means new, Kalevar means the body. In a certain period of time, there is a ritualistic performance called Nav Kalevar which happens. Kakatpur is a village where Kakatpur Mangala Devi is there. She is the one who actually gives the direction to find those divine neem trees or the Daru Brahmas from which the divine idols are carved out. So Kakatpur Mangala directs you through Swapna or the dream that you have to go in this particular route. You have to decode that message from her through in the dreams, and then you have to find that particular tree which has some characteristic features, and then you have to bring it to Puri for carving the new idols of Mahaprabhu. So yeah.
Wow, man. With that thought in our minds, let's go to Puri and hope that we get to see a glimpse of the divine.
Jai Jai.
Jai Jagannath, guys.
Wow, nice. The neem wood that is transported called Daru. It is transported on this road itself, and Gunabhai has seen it being transported, all three of the idols. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆସିଲା ଦାରୁଟା ତ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସଟା କ'ଣ ରହିଲା?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଦାରୁଟା ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମର ଆସିଲା କାରଣ ଆମେ ଚିତା ମୁରୁଜ ପକେଇଲେ ଜଗନ୍ନାଥଙ୍କୁ ବସିକି ସବୁ ପ୍ରଭୁଙ୍କୁ ଡାକିଲେ ଧୂପ ଲଗେଇଲେ ଦୀପ ଲଗେଇଲେ ଚିତା ପକେଇଲେ ଏମିତି ଜଗନ୍ନାଥଙ୍କୁ ଆଗେ ସବୁ ଡାକିଲେ ଆଗେ ସବୁ ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ
ଆପଣ ଆସିକି ମୁଣ୍ଡିଆ ମାରିଲେ?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା
ତ ଭାଇ ମୋତେ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ କୁହନ୍ତୁ, ମୋତେ ପର୍ସନାଲି ଲାଗେ କି ଯେମିତି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏତେ ଭଲ ପାଇବାରୁ ଆମେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ନାରିୟଲ ପାଣି ପିଉଛୁ, ଆପଣ ଯେମିତି ଭାବନ୍ତି କି ଏଇ ମାଧ୍ୟମରେ ବି ଜଗନ୍ନାଥ ଆସନ୍ତି?
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ମାନେ ଯେମିତି ମୁଁ ଏଇ ପାଣିଟା ପିଉଛି ମୋତେ ଲାଗୁଛି ଏଇଥରେ ହିଁ ଜଗା ଅଛନ୍ତି।
ଏମିତି ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆପଣ ଦେଇଦେଲେ ଭୋଗରାଗ ସବୁ ଟ୍ରପ୍ ଆଜ୍ଞା ଶହେ ମୁଳି ସବା ମୁଳି ସବୁ କିଛି ସବୁ ଫେରିଗଲା ପଉଡ଼ଟାକୁ ସେ ଭାତ ବଢ଼େଇକି ନେଲେ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
କାରଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସେମିତି ଖୁସି ନା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମୋତେ 200-300 ପଉଡ଼ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଖାଇଲେ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଖୁସିରେ ଆପଣ ମୋତେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଭଲ ପାଇବା
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ବୋଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ଖୁସିରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ଦେଲି।
Ori, do you realize that we asked for 4 coconut to that gentleman over there, but Bhai gave us 5 but took payment only for 4. So tell me, on the path to Puri to meet Kaliya dearest, if this isn't where you find him, if these are not the moments of kindness where you find Jaga dearest, then where will you find him?
I'll do you one better.
Okay?
I paid him for 6.
So guys, if you want to know the nature of Jaga, be kind onto others and spread as much positivity as you can, because that is precisely where Jaga dearest lies.
Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath.
Hi guys, on the way to Puri, we have stopped at a place called Sakhi Gopala. Awan just taught me how to pronounce it, so I'll not get it wrong. Could you tell us the significance of why people stop on the way to Puri Dham here?
The name is itself the explanation of why we stop here, and the god here is named as Sakhi Gopal. So Sakshi means witness. So if I broadly, tell you the story behind, is because there was a devotee who actually wanted to prove something, but he didn't have any evidence to. And he was a very big devotee of Lord Krishna or Gopala. So he asked Prabhu to please help me to get out of this problem. And Krishna ji actually, told him that, okay, I'm ready to help you. I'm ready to give witness for you. But there is a condition. You have to move ahead and I'll follow you.
Okay.
And you can only see my flute's music. But the condition is you are not moving back to check whether I'm coming to actually help you or not.
Okay.
And if you do that, then I'll become a Pashana Murti. That is the stone or the, Patthar ka Murat. Ban jaunga aur wahin pe reh jaunga. So that is what happened here. And he actually moved back to confirm and check whether he's coming or not. And today we see Lord Krishna himself converted to a Murti. Now we worship him as Sakshi Gopal, that he was coming to actually give witness for his devotee, and he was supposed to say the truth, Satya. Therefore the village name is Satyavadi. The major festival that happens here is Auna Navami, where Radha Pada Darshana takes place. We can see the feet of Devi Radharani. For the rest of the year, the feet are covered with cloth. We can't see that.
Okay.
And it is only on the day of Auna Navami. And significance with Puri temple, Jagannath temple, there are other parts also, but this is also one of the significant parts. We take bowl of wood from here. There is a ritual called Sena Patta Lagi. So covering the body of Jagannath during Pahandi, so that the wooden idols don't get affected much, for a protection. So that wood is called bowl of wood, comes from Satyavadi village. So yes, this is a very important shrine that it is, and he is the witness that we are traveling to Puri. So he is Sakshi Gopal.
Oh, Puri jiba be. Both time here lagi. We need to go to Puri, guys. Okay, Sakhi Gopal is going to join. Let's go. Okay.
Please explain why we have stopped again.
I can definitely understand what you feel in this heat. But yes, this is one of the important shrines we cannot miss while coming to Puri, because this is Bata Mangala. When we say Bata Mangala, she is actually the guardian goddess of the city.
Oh.
And her position is so strategic. She is in the entrance point of Puri city, where she actually guards and protects the city. You can say any kind of threat, or she actually, she filters. She definitely protects the city. Also ensures all the devotees of Mahaprabhu going to visit Mahaprabhu, she ensures that all the devotees come safely and return back safely. Therefore, it is called Bata Mangala. Bata means road or rasta. So, she ensures that your journey is secured and safe.
On 8 corner exactly?
So, this is again, Puri is full of important shrines. I'm sorry again to stop you here. But, okay, we are not getting off the car. I'll explain you.
Thank you.
This is Alam Chandi temple. So, basically, just like Bata Mangala, who is the guardian of the road or the entry of Puri and ensures the safety of the devotees. Similarly, there is also a system of protection, safeguarding by the divine forces for the Purushottama Kshetra or Shri Kshetra. So there are 8 important Shiva shrines and Shakti, means Devi shrines, who actually safeguard the complete Shri Kshetra or Jagannath Dham Puri. So among those 8, one of the first Ashtashaktis which we find while entering Puri is Alam Chandi. And the most important significance associated with this temple is during Navakalevara. So when the Daru Brahmas, the Darus, the neem logs, or the divine neem logs brought to Puri, this is the entry of Puri, right? So
Right.
the Daru Brahmas or the divine wood, neem logs, are first brought here into this temple. They rest here. Ma blesses the Daru, the wooden logs, for smooth and seamless process of carving out the idols. So Alam Chandi is a very important shrine in Puri while entering.
So Avan, I think we are at the same place where Chandan Yatra happens.
Yeah. We are at Narendra Pushkarini or Narendra Tank or pond, you can say. So this is the place where the longest festival of Jagannath culture takes place. That is Chandana Yatra. The word Chandana itself defines coolness. When you apply Chandan on your body, you feel cool.
Right.
So you will see, interestingly, the Lord performs Chandana Yatra during summer season only. Because he also here in Puri Dham living his life as a man only. He's eating like us, he's going out like us, he's
Feeling
also
hot like us.
he's also getting fever. So he's feeling hot just the way we do.
Right.
So it shows how the God also, adjusts himself to the place he has chosen. So now what happens is the representative idol of Lord Jagannath along with Sri Devi and Bhudevi. So the representative idol is Sri Madana Mohana, Krishna. Along with Sri Devi and Bhudevi, that is Ma Lakshmi. Sri Devi means Lakshmi, Bhudevi means Dharitri or Mother Earth. They join Sri Krishna on a Vimana called Mani Vimana. Mani means jewel and Vimana means palanquin.
Okay.
So the jewel palanquin, they are seated and in a procession they come to this place along with his 5 friends, or we can say the Panchu Pandavas, that is the 5 main Shiva shrines of Puri. Who are they? Lokanatha, Kapalamochana, Nilakanteshwara, Jambeshwara and Markandeshwara.
Okay.
So, the 5 Shiva representative idols also come along with Sri Devi, Bhudevi and Krishna to join the pond voyage, boat voyage here. So, Nauka Vihara or Jala Krida you can say. They come here and it happens for 21 days. So, out of the 42 days of the festival Chandan Yatra, it is the longest festival in Jagannath culture. 21 days is Bahara Chandan Yatra, which happens in Narendra Pond, where the boat festival, the boat ride happens. So, there are 2 boats. I must name the boats. There are 2 boats. One boat is named as Nanda, other boat is named as Bhadra. So, the 2 boats are built for this purpose every year. After the completion of 21 days, the last day of Bahara Chandan Yatra is called Bhauri Yatra. Bhauri. After the completion of Bhauri or Bahara Chandana Yatra, the Bhitara Chandana Yatra starts. It means Chandana Yatra happens inside Jagannath temple. So, and Chandana Lepa is also done to the deities, just to make them feel cooler.
On the boundary of this entire pond, there are people bathing. And I think we are a little tempted to go in, but we'll not. But it's absolutely beautiful and it's so... I mean, it's very rarely that you see that people are in such close proximity to something that is so holy. Like they're coming and they're bathing here and they do it probably every day. It's part of their daily routine.
Yes.
Where Chandan Yatra happens, where people come from across the world to see Jaga do the exact same thing.
Yes.
That's very interesting.
So, how interestingly you will see that all this Chandan Yatra when ends, we go for Snana Purnima. Again he snans. He's feeling so much of heat, it means. He again will snan and it is the Jyeshta Purnima when Snana Purnima takes place. So it means it is the Avahana of the rainy season. So practically the Ashadha and Jyeshta, it is arrival of the monsoon. The summer should end by then. If it is continuing, it is our fault.
It is our fault. So we're here at Gundicha Mandira and Ahwan just took a pinch of sand and he kind of gave us a tika on all of our foreheads. Ahwan, ऐसा क्यों किया आपने?
we need to understand that we are standing on a very pious place that is called Saradha Valley. It is the birthplace of Lord Jagannath. And this entire portion of land of the Badadanda, this is the end of the Badadanda if we start from the Sri Mandir. So this area is called Saradha Bali. It was believed that previously there was a river flowing which was separating the Badadanda into two parts.
Okay.
And there were 6 chariots were built during that time, and the deities were, crossed the rivers, and then they were seated in another 3 chariots to reach.
So they would travel on one road, then they would
Yes.
get transferred into a boat which would cross the river
Correct.
and then again to the Ratha.
Correct.
Okay.
So now that river is not there. The river was called Malini Nadi. Okay.
Okay.
That river is not there anymore. We have 3 chariots now. But the Saradha Bali is still a memory of that. And the Gundicha temple, if I talk about, many people have this misconception of considering it as the mouse's place or the aunt's place of the Holy Trinity.
That's what I was also told.
Yes, but actually the truth is, this is the place where Gundicha Rani, the queen, she opened the door before the prescribed time. That she was told that you cannot open it till 21 days. She opened it on 15th day because she could not hear the sound of the carpenter who was actually carving out.
King, right.
So she thought that, he is an old carpenter, what happened to him? That is a motherly concern.
Right. Without
And-
food, without water.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And when she opened the door, she saw 3 incomplete idols according to her and Indradumna Raja. That is the place. This is the place where first the divine idols were carved out and the world, we got our beloved Karya. So this is the birthplace and not the aunt's place. Now, the interesting fact is, Jagannath stays here for 7 days during Rath Yatra. Okay?
Right.
And it is very auspicious to see him on the Adapa Mandapa or Yajna Vedi. This Vedi is known as Yajna Vedi. In Sri Mandira, we call it Ratna Singhasana. But this we call Adapa Mandapa.
Why?
So, because here the Aswamedha Yajna was conducted by Indradumna Raja to
Get that vision of
yes,
Sri Vishnu.
to actually Ahvana, to Abahana the god, and therefore first we viewed Yajna Nrsimha. We have Yajna Nrsimha temple also just beside Gundicha temple, that the Vishnu, or you can say the divine energy, first appeared in the form of Lord Nrsimha. So
Right.
this is the place of origin of Nrsimha. इसलिए जगन्नाथ जी को नृसिंह के रूप में भी पूजा किया जाता था previously.
Okay.
And then now he is currently worshipped as Krishna, that is Gopala mantra में उनका पूजा किया जाता है. But
Right.
previously Jagannath was worshipped in Nrsimha mantra.
Hmm.
So this is the birthplace, and the place is called Yajna Vedi, not Ratna Vedi. Ratna Vedi is Sri Mandir. This
Sri
is
Mandir,
Yajna
okay.
Vedi. And the Bhoga, the Mahaprasad which is cooked here, developed here, is known as Adappa Bhoga. Okay. Another important feature of this place is, this is also known as Gupta Vrindavana. Like,
Okay.
Mahaprabhu is coming here to have his Leela, Ras Leela with gopis, and therefore one of the reasons he doesn't bring Lakshmi with him. Okay? And so this is the Gupta Vrindavana, where
Oh.
there is a niti, a ritual called Rahasa, which means Rasa Leela. It happens on the 7th, 8th and 9th day of the Rath Yatra.
Okay.
Okay? And in that niti, Madana Mohana is adorned on the Rahasa Mandapa in the Jagamohana of Gundicha temple, and this niti is performed. So it is believed that the gopis emerge from him, do Rasa Leela, and again submerge back within the Krishna idol. So there is a small Ussava Murti called Madana Mohana, which also comes along with Lord Jagannath, Balabhadra, Subhadra in the chariots, and they perform the Rahasa Niti. So that is a very interesting feature. Many people don't know,
about
that
it. Yeah.
it is actually Gupta Vrindavana, where Mahaprabhu takes form of Krishna.
Does
and-
Ras Leela.
Yes, it kind of shows, like if I tell you that Ori, pack your bags and let's go to school, to your alma mater, and cherish your memories.
Right.
Just like that,
Just like
the
that.
childhood is back.
Okay.
So they are coming back here, and yes, after Bahuda, this is the place from which Bahuda Yatra happens. All the 3 chariots, are stationed here, and yes, so that is all about Gundicha temple, and people should now actually acknowledge it as the birthplace and not the mouse.
Not the mousie's place.
Yes, yes,
Let's go inside.
yeah.
চতুর্ভুজ জগন্নাথ কণ্ঠ শোভিত কৌস্তুভ পদ্মনাভ বেদগর্ভ
Awan? Awan,
Yes.
why do we do it like this? Can't we do it like this?
Of course you
Is
can do
it-
it.
yeah.
Of course you can do
Yeah.
it. There is no such compulsion or restriction
Okay.
in Jagannath temple. He's the most lovable, adorable God.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we need to understand what is the reason behind having this kind of a gesture while paying homage to our Mahaprabhu.
Correct.
Somehow it has been influenced with the culture of Sankirtana and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's in, relation with Puri.
Hmm.
But at the same time, if we logically try to understand, Namaskar we do to human beings also, to our relatives, to our elders also. But when we are associating with the Param Brahma, this means absolute surrender of the entire body. So when we are taking up both our hands in our, while we go take arrested, in the police, what is this? Surrender, right?
Surrender. Oh.
Just try to understand the concept behind. So we are completely submitting our entire body, our emotions, and all our senses to the Mahaprabhu. That Prabhu, please हमें उद्धार करे, हमें निर्वाण प्रदान करे, हमें मोक्ष प्रदान करे. So how beautiful this culture is.
Lovely,
yes,
lovely.
Yes.
Hey, continue doing it. We need to surrender. here.
Yes,
Come on.
yes, yes,
Come on.
yes. Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath.
So finally we are here. You were saying something about the flag.
Yes.
Please continue.
Now, before going to the flag, let me clarify one thing. Why this is Jagannath temple and not Balabhadra temple or Subhadra temple? If they are sitting on the same platform of Ratna Singhasana, they must be revered equally, and the temple can be of any name, isn't it? But why we call it Jagannath temple? So, particularly if I go to the significance, the actual name of the temple is Shri Mandira.
Sri Mandir. Okay.
ना जगन्नाथ जी के नाम पे है, ना बलभद्र जी के नाम पे है. श्री के नाम पे है मतलब लक्ष्मी जी के नाम पे है. श्री मंदिर मतलब श्री का अर्थ है लक्ष्मी. तो ये महालक्ष्मी का मंदिर है. इसकी रानी लक्ष्मी देवी खुद है. क्यों लक्ष्मी देवी के नाम पे है? क्योंकि इसको मोक्ष का धाम बोला जाता है. भोजन क्षेत्र. 4 धाम में अगर कहीं किसी धाम में भगवान खाना खाने आते हैं तो यही धाम में आते हैं. इसलिए यहाँ का महाप्रसाद सारे जगहों पे प्रसाद बोला जाता है, यहीं पे महाप्रसाद बोला जाता है. तो भोजन क्षेत्र जहाँ पे है तो वहां पे तो लक्ष्मी रहेंगी ही. अन्नपूर्णा की क्षेत्र है. तो दिस इज श्री मंदिर. नाउ लेट्स कम टू द फ्लैग. आप देख सकते हैं मंदिर के ऊपर सिर्फ एक ही फ्लैग है जिसको बोला जाता है पतित पावना बाना. पतित पावना फ्लैग. तो पतित पावना मीन्स सेवियर ऑफ द डाउन ट्रोडन. जो पतित जन होते हैं उनको उद्धार करने के लिए महाप्रभु श्री जगन्नाथ इस रूप में यहाँ पे विराजमान है. लेकिन अगर हम प्रैक्टिकली इस चीज को समझने की कोशिश करें कि दूसरे मंदिरों पे तो फ्लैग नहीं है, इसी मंदिर पे फ्लैग क्यों है? सिर्फ जो द मेन सैंक्टम सैंक्टोरियम, द गर्भगृह जो भगवान जगन्नाथ जी का है, वहीं पे फ्लैग लगा है नील चक्र के ऊपर. मेन जो फ्लैग है उसी को ही पतित पावन बोला जाता है. नीचे जो फ्लैग लगे होते हैं उसको मानसिक बाना बोला जाता है. मतलब कोई अगर अपने इच्छा या मानसिक या ये मन्नत मांगता है ना, वो फ्लैग भी वहां पे लगाया जाता है. लेकिन जो सबसे ऊपर वाला फ्लैग होता है उसको नाम है पतित पावन. अभी समझने की कोशिश करते हैं कि पतित पावन फ्लैग का सिग्निफिकेंस क्या है इन अ प्रैक्टिकल मैनर. मंदिर को एक फ्लैग रिप्रेजेंट कब करता है? इट रिप्रेजेंट्स द फंक्शनैलिटी एंड द एक्टिवनेस ऑफ द टेंपल. कि भगवान जी मंदिर में विराजमान है और मंदिर में जो नीति है, जो रिचुअल्स हैं, इट इज एक्टिव एंड इट इज फंक्शनल. दैट इज द रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ द फ्लैग. एट द सेम टाइम वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस एज वेल कि कहीं पे भी अगर फ्लैग लगा हो, ये हमारे संस्कृति का एक बहुत ही बड़ा रिफ्लेक्शन है. क्योंकि हमारे ओडिशा का कोई स्टेट फ्लैग नहीं है. कुछ स्टेट्स में फ्लैग हैं, मैं नाम नहीं ले रहा हूं, लेकिन है. लेकिन यहाँ पे आप देखेंगे उड़ीसा में भगवान जगन्नाथ ही हमारे राजा हैं. तो ये जो फ्लैग है ये रिप्रेजेंट करता है परम ब्रह्म को. सो द फ्लैग में आप देखेंगे एक चंद्र बिंदु का सिंबल है. वो सिंबल का अर्थ क्या है? उस सिंबल का अर्थ है नाद बिंदु परम ब्रह्म, ओंकार. सो ओंकार इज शब्द ब्रह्म. जैसे जगन्नाथ जी परम ब्रह्म है, वैसे ओंकार का अर्थ है शब्द ब्रह्म. तो दिस फ्लैग also represents Param Brahma. If you look at the flag, if you visit the flag, if you see the flag, it is as auspicious as visiting Lord Jagannath. क्योंकि जगन्नाथ जी का अगर आपने दर्शन नहीं भी कर पाए, अगर आपने सिर्फ पतित पावन फ्लैग का दर्शन कर लिया, it is as equal as auspicious as visiting Lord Jagannath. Okay. Now let's come to the practicality. पहले जमाने पे तो इतने बिल्डिंग्स नहीं हुआ करते थे. उस जमाने का सबसे बड़ा उड़ीसा में यही बिल्डिंग था. तो फ्रॉम hundreds of kilometers the other rajas can also view the temple from hundreds of kilometers. क्योंकि उस टाइम पे पोल्यूशन नहीं था, लाइट पोल्यूशन नहीं था, एयर पोल्यूशन नहीं था. तो नयागढ़ के राजा, खोरधा के राजा 100 of kilometers, 60 kilometers के दूर से जगन्नाथ जी के मंदिर को देख सकते थे. अगर देर इज एनी एट्रोसिटी, अगर कोई इन्वेशन, मुगल आक्रमण हो रहा है, तो भगवान जगन्नाथ जी को पहले छुपा दिया जाता था, तभी मंदिर का फ्लैग को नीचे ले जाते थे. तो दूर से ही पता लग जाता था कि समथिंग इज हैपनिंग, वी नीड टू बी अलर्ट. तो सिक्योरिटी बढ़ा दी जाती थी. तो वो सारे राजाएं भी सतर्क हो जाते थे. दिस फ्लैग रिप्रेजेंट सनातना, दिस फ्लैग रिप्रेजेंट्स द प्राइड ऑफ ओडिशा.
So guys, we're standing right in front of the majestic Snana Mandapa. So Avan, what is the significance of this place? Why is it so important?
I think Snana Mandapa and the Snana Purnima ritual in itself is a very, very unique ritual, I will say, in which Mahaprabhu himself comes out in his physical vigraha. And physical Snana, Pratyaksha Snana takes place. It means every day Snana ritual happens, but that is called Darpana Snan. It means the reflection of the god is on the Darpana and we pour the Subhashita Jala on the mirrors. So the reflection Snana takes place or Pratyaksha Snana. But this is Pratyaksha Snana. It means जगन्नाथ जी के विग्रहों पे प्रत्यक्ष रूप में 108 जल पिक्चर्स जो बोलते हैं गोरा जल उनको से नहाया जाता है. After this Snana Purnima, the most significant thing why I call it unique is because we have Anasara period in which it is.
What is Anasara?
Yes,
exactly.
Anasara Annavasara means it is believed that जगन्नाथ जी को उस समय इतना जो स्नान कर लेते हैं 108 मटके पानी से, then he falls ill, fever हो जाता है, उनको बोला जाता है. So हमारे इंसानों की तरह वो ये भी बता देते हैं कि if you have a mortal body, you have to go through all the pains as I am doing. What to learn from that Annavasara? उस टाइम पे मंदिर बंद रहता है, ओनली पट्टी दियों का पूजा होता है. पट्टी दिया क्या है? पट्टचित्र पेंटिंग्स representing Jagannath Balabhadra Subhadra are worshipped. It also is significant to notice that the Pattachitra painting also comes from Jagannath culture, right?
Yeah.
So Jagannath culture has given us all kind of things that we actually use in our daily life.
Absolutely.
Be it food, be it our dress, be it our paintings, anything, right?
Absolutely.
Now, let's understand Anasara. Anasara period is for 15 days. If you remember during the pandemic, COVID, our Prime Minister, urged the nation that stay in your home for at least 14 to 15 days, for 2 weeks. Now, it has been scientifically proven that 2 weeks time is a good and a sufficient time to actually break the chain. If you have any kind of ailment, any kind of disease, if you want to actually break the chain, so then 2 weeks of no socialization will definitely help you to actually, go away with the particular disease. We can see that how beautifully Jagannath culture is doing this since last ages. How scientific is that? Jagannath stays for 15 days only, Anasara period, and after that Netroshava or juvenile youth is back and he leaves for Rath Yatra.
How beautiful is that, Avan?
Definitely.
So, where are we going after this?
So we are now going near the Ratha Khala, where the Rathas are being made. So we'll understand something about the chariots.
So yeah, man. On to the next one.
Next one.
So guys, behind me you can see something that we call Ratha Khada. And Avan, can you tell us a little bit about what is Ratha Khada? Who are the people who are engaged in the process? What is exactly happening behind us?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Ratha Khada is a place where the chariots or the Rathas of the Mahaprabhu are constructed for the Rath Yatra festival. We need to understand here that Rathas are developed and prepared not with a manual but a knowledge transferred which is being happening since ages. Okay, from families to families, from ancestral. And I think it is more Maukhika. It means from mouth to mouth and
Passed down through mouth.
Yes, and the measurements of the chariots are also developed through the body parts. Your hand, your palm, your elbow, and just imagine the knowledge transfer from ages. Now, let us understand who are actually involved in this Ratha making process. The main Karigaras are the Badhi Maharana. Badhi Maharana are the carpenter, main, the associated with wood. The other important aspects are the servitors who are engaged with, like for example, temple blacksmiths, those who are called Ojha Maharana. Then there are coppersmith, they are called Tamara Bisoi. Besides them, we have Rupakara and Chitrakara, because we need to paint the chariot, color the chariot as well, right? So Rupakara and Chitrakara. Then Daraji Sevaka. What is Daraji? We call Daraji, tailoring.
Yeah.
Tailoring Sevaka. What they help with? That the Ratha is covered with beautiful clothes. Very vibrant, vivid clothes, right? Jagannath Ratha Nandi Ghosha with yellow, Balabhadra Ratha with green, and Shubhadra Ratha with black. So these chariots, who makes those clothes? The Daraji Sevaka. So Ratha preparation is a very beautiful thing to observe and to learn about. And it's our pride, it's our engineering, it's our Kalinga engineering. Yes.
Correct. How beautiful is that? man?
Definitely.
Yeah.
अमन यहाँ कुछ खाने को मिलता है, भूख लग रहा है.
Funny that you asked this, and more ironical that you were asking in Bhojana Kshetra, where Mahalakshmi herself prepares food for Jagannath in the world's largest temple kitchen. Let us understand what is Abharha. We call it Mahaprasad. See, everywhere we call it Prasad, but only because this is Bhojana Kshetra, this is called Mahaprasad. Okay. And the temple kitchen में जो महाप्रसाद बनता है उसको उड़िया में बोलते हैं अबढ़ा. बढ़ा का अर्थ है टू सर्व. ऐसा नहीं है कि मंदिरों में जैसे प्लेट में थोड़ा थोड़ा लेके जगन्नाथ जी को भोग, नहीं, ऐसा नहीं. द एंटायर अमाउंट ऑफ प्रसाद इज टेकन टू महाप्रभु फॉर भोग. सो इट इज कॉल्ड अबढ़ा. सो जो बढ़ा नहीं जाता. ठीक है. नाउ देयर इज अ वेरी बिग मिसकंसेप्शन अबाउट द टेम्पल किचन दैट it is cooked in a manner which is very mysterious, that 7 handis are one over the other and the
Right.
top one gets cooked the first. But again, this is a wrong fact. I am telling you, it is actually cooked in a triangular Padma Jantra or Agni Jantra, or we call it Nabanna Jantra, in which 9 handis are kept in the Padma Jantra itself, which has 6 stoves, you can say. Okay. And the real miracle here is you don't have to stir or do anything. You just have to put the materials and it is prepared within 2 to 5 minutes for lakhs of people. That is the real mystery people don't talk about. The important factor here is the main god and goddesses of the temple kitchen, the guardians of the temple kitchen, are Ganesha and Dakshinakali, who are the protector and power giver to the servitors who are preparing the Mahaprasad. So these are the things people need to know about and clarify about the misconceptions they have. Jai Jagannath.
जय जगन्नाथ.
ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ମିଠାଟା ଆପଣ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ଏଇଟାକୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପଛରେ କଣ ମାନେ କଣ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ଆଉ ଆକୁ କଣ କୁହନ୍ତି ଏଇଠି?
ଏଇଟା ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଭାଷାରେ ଗଜା କୁହନ୍ତି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆଜିକା ଡେଟ୍ରେ କିଏ ଖୋଜି ପାରିବେନି ତ ଏଇଟା ଖଜା କୁହାଯାଏ ଆଜ୍ଞା.
Awan, this gentleman and this shopkeeper is telling me that this sweet in Odisha,
Odias
Yes.
call it khaja mostly. Will you agree or will you disagree?
See, somehow he's right, because there are few sweets in Odisha which is called goja, not kha. Goja. Particularly if I talk about this sweet, it is penny.
interesting. It was a trick question, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ କାହିଁକି ୟାକୁ ଖଜା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେତେବେଳେ କି ଓଡ଼ିଆ ନାଁଟା ହେଲା ଫେଣି?
ଫେଣି କୁହାଉଛି ଖଜା କୁହାଉଛି ଆଜ୍ଞା, ଦୁଇଟା ଆଜ୍ଞା କୁହାଉଛି.
So guys, next time you call it feni in Odia, not khaja, maybe goja. Thank you guys.
Aman, this is Salovego, no? You were telling us?
Yes. This is Salabego's tomb. As I discussed before as well, Salabego was known as a Mughalapua. Okay? So, a son of the Mughals, or a Muslim, a devotee of Lord Jagannath, it is his tomb. And now we pay respect to him as one of the greatest devotees of Lord Jagannath. Every Rath Yatra, it holds a very big significance, because the chariots halt here. Lord of the universe halts here to see his devotee. That is what he has earned. So, we have already discussed about Salovego in our previous podcast, if you remember. But we need to understand that Jaga has no barriers, no limitations, no caste, creed, religion. It's just bhakti, love, faith, and Salovego is one of the greatest examples. Again, the 2 lines of Salovego. Ahe nila saila prabala mata varana muarata nalini bonaku kara dalana ahe nila saila.
So, Aman, you have asked us to stop yet again. Please tell us a little bit about Mausima Mandiro.
Yes. So, finally, guys, we are at the original Mausima temple. This is what Mausima temple is. not the Gundicha temple. Gundicha temple is the birthplace. She is mother. She is Mausi. She is the aunt. Now, what we need to understand here is Mausima temple is known as Ardhashini, ya Ardhashoshini. It is believed that during a catastrophic situation like a disaster, when there was water all around, she drank it all to save Puri. So she is Ardhashoshini. She drank everything. So she is again the protector of Puri. Now, being the aunt, when her beloved children are going this way to Gundicha temple, how come she not offer them sweets? So her children, Jagannath, Balabhadra, Subhadra, the siblings, halt here to eat Poropitha, a special Odia sweet that Mausima prepares for them. So this is the significance of the temple. I am sure from now nobody will confuse between Gundicha and Mausima now. Okay?
Need to try some of that Podapitha also.
Definitely.
When I entered the temple, there were two priests who took me to a place. They said, wash your feet. They sat me down and they, did all this writing of my name, my family's name. And they asked me to pay. And I ended up paying 1,500 rupees. And when I went inside, after we were done doing darshan, he tells us that, please, Dakhina degi jantu. And I was like, again, I've already paid. So I'll not be comfortable. I'm really sorry. And I was very sweet about it. And on the way out, you'll not believe, he started shouting that आप ऐसे बिना दिए मत जाइए, लक्ष्मी गुस्सा हो जाएगी, लक्ष्मी गुस्सा हो जाएगी. This is the end of the मंदिर, आप दे के जा ही सकते हैं. And but again, I don't think this is representative of Puri or Jogga.
Yeah.
It's very reductive to. But these experiences definitely taint people's, viewpoint.
If I tell you about my experience in Jagannath temple in Puri, when I was there with my friend who is from Karnataka, from Bangalore, and he's obviously not acquainted with the rituals and the procedure in the temple itself, right?
Yeah.
So it is my responsibility as well. So when I was in the temple, you won't believe, there was a Savayat, a Panda, who came to my friend and he just, forcingly started putting Mahaprasad into his mouth, and he's saying ki Brahmin ka jhootha hai khao. So it was actually, what disturbed me is, because ab Brahmin ka jhootha khaoge to you will be, that definitely bothered me. Because see, I always feel faith towards our Mahaprabhu, to God, is very individual, very personal. Bhakti is the most important thing that can be offered and the most beautiful thing. And the most important thing that has to be offered. But Brahman ka jhootha kha lo, and it is forcing, because my friend is an all-Nodia, he doesn't know about it, right?
Right.
So, what image must have been created on him? Arey, ऐसा होता है यहाँ पे? I know कि महाप्रसाद जूठा भी खाया जा सकता है, but that doesn't mean कि ब्राह्मण का जूठा खाओ, you have to, deliberately force somebody, and जाति भी आ जाती है ना कि, you have, if you do this, then you will get moksha or something. No, it doesn't happen like that. If you do a sin, or you are actually not helping people, and then you are worshipping God, there is no nirvana, there is no moksha. It's about humanity, it's about kindness, it's about love, it's about faith. No one should be forced.
Blame it on Kali Yuga, guys.
Maybe Kali Yuga is the most beautiful Yuga. Why? There was a time, Satya Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, you have a very defined principles to follow, very uniform. Everybody has to follow the same rules. Everybody is very disciplined. Everybody has to, go to the Gurukul. They have to do the studies. They have to, now you have a choice.
Correct.
And you get moksha, you get Mahaprabhu so easily, there is a Maha Mantra, we call Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, the Maha Mantra. We are being able to see Mahaprabhu directly with our naked eyes.
Right.
So during that time, just to view the God in the real form, because I always feel that Jagannath is a real form of God. To see, to have darshan of the real form, they have to worship, or to have, we call it tapasya, for years and ages and ages, to just get the sanidhya of God. But here in Puri Dham, we call it the Moksha Dham. Just having darshan of Mahaprabhu, or to just have the Mahaprasada, which is Anna Brahma, you get moksha. So that is the beauty of Kali Yuga, that even if you have a choice to go with the wrong direction, you can still follow your morals. I think that needs a courage to hold yourself that okay, जितना है मेरे पास मैं खुश हूँ.